Hey Bukalina, I just want to make a no frills video. I used to be so attached to doing the edits, the music, the let me add a meme, let me make it super loud. Nah, I want this to reach who it needs to. I've been in an era where perfectionism took me by a chokehold for a long time. I wanted to just draw Princess Peach simply, right? Like, I love the game Super Princess Peach as a kid. It has so much controversy. Silly. But this is her, and I got to color her, and I'm just so proud of it. It's still a work in progress. But I want this to go to someone who also feels discouraged right now, to who also feels in the dark. I felt called to talk about all the jobs I've had. I have had maybe 10 jobs, maybe 15, and I'm 24. I feel like that's not typical for someone my age to have had that many jobs. Let me just count. Maybe it's been like 12 or 13, but besides the point, numbers don't matter. I've just had so many jobs. I have felt rejected, have felt not right. And a million times over and over again, I learned the same lesson. I'm not supposed to work a 9 to 5. It doesn't work for me. I'm supposed to be somebody who gears in, who starts something. And I feel like you are too. I might be guessing, I might be assuming, but I worked my first job at Old Navy out of desperation for money. I was like, dang, I'm a big spender. I'm a material girl. This is at maybe the age 15, 16. And I had a horrible time. I quit without telling them, which was it's funny now. It's very, very camp. But there was such a catty workforce, I couldn't do it. I didn't have the ability to vocalize that I don't want to be there. I was so scared. I didn't feel like it was worth it. I worked there maybe 2 or 3 months, moved on to be a swim instructor for kids. I worked at Noodles and Company behind a cash register. I worked, where else? Just so many places just to feel the same agony. And I know to some degree they're supposed to be like, it's not fun, your first few jobs. Gear into my more recent jobs. I work as like doing social media for things. Doesn't click still. It doesn't click still. I work with people. Amazing, but it still doesn't click. And something about it just deeply on a soul level, I felt out of it. I felt unseen. I felt like I was supposed to be the one, not making the content for other things, rather being the one that the content is about and being out there. So this is my first shot at being out. First shot. Me trying to start a YouTube channel 3 times. But this time I feel sure. This time I feel like I know this is what I'm here to do, is to encourage people, to have them feel seen. And, you can put this on in the background. You can just chat with me in a way. But I just know there's more to it than that. I've seen peeks and glimpses of what life can be. And it kind of hurts to be chained to a desk. It hurts to be, when you have a creative, colorful mind, to be told to follow the rules, to be told you need to do this. I want to be the person making that stuff. Recently, I was reading about how some quotes came to be, like dead as a doornail, or like things with a silly origin. And we just think like, oh, the cat's out of the bag. We don't think of the origin. And things like that can often have a reason that they're said and they lose meaning over time. And with that being said, I just want to be the person who starts a lot of that. Like it brings to life things that people talk about for many years to come. And I know it's possible. I'm just, there's limitations that we put on ourselves, that we need to clock in. We need to earn money a certain way. I have fully trust that that's not the way I'm supposed to operate. And if you're also feeling in the dark, uncertain, unclear, we're in it together. I don't know what my next step is going to be, but I'm hoping this opens some channel to that, to finding people that align with this message, to maybe feel seen a little bit more. A few months, even a year back, it was so desperate. I was waiting tables. I enjoyed it, but I felt like that was a very dark period. I'd come back late. I would use my energy in a way I liked, but it wasn't fulfilling me. I knew it wasn't for me. And I know that hurts so bad when you put a lot into something you don't like. You put in energy somewhere that doesn't feel right. You give more than what you're receiving. You get a paycheck for $500 for 2 weeks of work that you're breaking your back. You're coming back, your feet are aching. You are tired of life. You don't see the color in the world anymore. If you're also a creative, that's not where you're supposed to be. Your garden is somewhere that has more room to grow. I feel like I was putting myself in a planter when I was supposed to be in the jungle. And it really, then your roots are hitting walls and you're like, why am I not going where I want to? Why am I not stretching taller? It's because the environment's not right. I felt like this might connect with people too, but a while back I've thought of the idea, for some reason saguaro really resonates with me, the idea of desert cactuses, just how beautiful that is, that life can grow out there. And this might click with you too, but just like you feel like you are odd or unusual and that, you haven't found your place, but you might just be like a cactus or those plants that grow in the tundra. You might be a polar bear, you're just not in the right place. And the place to thrive might be far away. It might not be where you're looking right now, but it is there. It exists. I know my place exists too. I know I've tried repotting, I've tried replanting, and this is a new avenue I'm trying. I've tried TikTok, and for whatever reason, that's not where I'm aligned. And I truly hope you can also find that place where that avenue, it's just so infinite how many avenues you can take to get to the same place. If you don't try it all, though, that's where it all dissolves, where you stay in the pot, you stay dead inside, you limit yourself. That's the last thing I want for you. Do what you can. Do something new. If it's picking up a picture you've been meaning to color, if it's talking to someone new, if it's going to a cafe, it opens infinite portals. Today I was on a walk and saw so many. I took 5 pictures from all the opportunities I saw lined up, things I could email, places I could be. It's infinite. And if you put yourself in a position you're not even applying yourself, I think that's where the drought comes in, and then a potted plant becomes a wilted plant, and it becomes something hopeless to restore. And it feels, after I've been done with jobs that burnt me out, it felt really hard to revive myself. It took months. I would deal with really hard long-term impacts like weight gain. I would deal with a lot of health issues and mental health. Those are not easy things to recover. They're not overnight. And I've seen burnout can last years, and that's no joke. And our body keeps track of that. So really take care of yourself. I know you want to pay bills. I know you want to take care of things. Put a risk out there. Put a flag up. Let some new avenues open. It doesn't have to mean quitting your job. I know that can be super unrealistic. It doesn't have to mean doing something that endangers yourself. Doing a small thing can open a path. And like a lot of spiritual people like to say, change timelines, timeline shifting, all that. Same verbiage for the same thing. Same verbiage, different verbiage, same thing. Open a new timeline. Open a new gear in your brain. Open a new perspective. If you're always in the same pot, you're not going to grow. And that's something I am picking up from all these jobs, is going for the same title is not going to bring me the happiness I'm looking for. I applied to the same title time after time again. expecting different results from the same thing. And my soul was calling for something deeper. It didn't want that. And in result, I'd be so sad. I would be lost of my color, which is something I really pride myself in, is like my spark, my excitement. And it's something I am constantly trying to nurture and find. It's there, but I'm also looking for it again. It's not easy once you lose it to get it back. I know it's there. I know what it feels like when it's there, and I know you know what it feels like when it's there. But yeah, I hope this finds the people that want more, that want to give themselves more and gift themselves more. This is just an introduction. My name's Rebecca. If you click with me, click in, let's connect more. And I love you so much. You've got this. We've got this. This is dark. We're in a weird time of the world. We can't ignore that. So help yourself out, help your neighbors out, connect yourself, be in community. It's not an easy time. The world is crumbling, it feels like, but it's ushering in some new stuff. And let yourself shift that. Okay. I'm excited for this new method of meeting people. I'm excited for this new method of connecting. And I just want to be super real, tackle things, just share half-baked thoughts, because screw it. Who cares if a thought is fully cooked versus not? I'm going to have lots of thoughts I share on here, but yeah, tune in, and I'm very much looking forward to our next meeting.